Right. The last topic what I have is called the sort concept, guys. Sort of the data here. Whenever I use a word sort, this is to rearrange the data, guys. Rearrange the records in the file, in this particular file, based on a key field, guys. Based on a key particular field, you can do the sorting part. Now, to do the sort, guys, to do the sort here, there are two things required. Two things required. One is the files that are involved in this part, and one are the fields that are required to sort. So files and the field part. So if I have to talk about the sort concept itself, first thing sort concept is there are two types of sorts in our mainframe, guys. One we call it as the internal sort. One we call it as the internal sort, guys. The second one what we call it as the external sort, guys. Internal sort or the external sort. Internal sort is your COBOL program. In the COBOL program, there is a sort statement, guys. You have a move statement, if statement, such all statement like that. There is a sort statement to arrange the data in an order, guys. This is one way. Second way is using the JCL utility, guys. This is the JCL utilities are there. We can use a DF sort, which is the old one, or the sort, which is a little bit updated one, or the sync sort, which is the latest one. So mostly we'll be using the sync sort utility, guys. Now, basically, if it is any PS file, guys, any PS file, we always use the sync sort because ready to use this fellow utility, guys, is already ready to use. I don't need to write a program. I don't need to compile. I don't need to do testing, everything, right? So this is one reason ready to use, guys, and it will work on any data set, any layout. This utility can be used. But if it is any VSAM file, guys, basically KSDS cluster, guys, KSDS cluster, which is already sorted, which will be already sorted, guys, which will be in sorted order already by a field, sorted by a particular key field. But if I want to sort the file with some other field, if I need to sort this file with another field, guys, another field, then we'll be using the COBOL sort, guys. For PS files, we don't need any COBOL part. COBOL always, or for any PS file, we'll go with the sync sort utility to do that. But for VSAM file, you can use the COBOL sort concept, guys. But anyway, we are not covering the VSAM stories in our training. So more about the PS file. So if I want to do the sort using the sync, the DF sort is the old one, no longer valid. Sort utility is the valid one, and sync sort is most commonly used in the project. Most commonly used the project, guys. So if I want to do the sort by using the utility, if I want to do the sorting by using the utility, guys, we need three files. One being the input file, one will be acting as input file where the data is in unsorted order, guys. The data is here in unsorted order. The second thing what I need is a work file, a temporary space for arranging the data, guys, for arranging the data in an order by the request. And then the output file, which contains the data in sorted order. The output contains the sorted order. So what the system will do, guys, whenever you give the input file, let's say some file where you have the records in a jumble order. Okay, you have, let's say, records in a particular different order, guys, like this over here. What the system will do is it will get the data into the work file, guys. It will get the data into the work file. This is only the temporary space, guys. This is only the temporary space. In here, you'll be getting as it is whatever you got from the input file the same way. After using an algorithms, guys, after using the sort algorithms like quick sort is there, insertion sort is there, bubble sort is there, like that. Based on the algorithms, it will sort the data according to like this in here in the temporary file only, guys. Once the data is ordered in the sequence in temporary file, then the output will be written to the new file here. This is output new file where you'll be getting the data in a sorted order. So you have the input file as it is, guys, which contains the previous unsorted order. You get the output file in a sorted order. Never sort the data in the same file, guys. Do not apply the sort for input and output in the same file. The reason is once the data is sorted, there is no way to make it unsorted again. You cannot get back to the same status like previously. So sorting always requires minimum 2 files. One by third file is also required. Third file, if the data file is less, guys, if you have only 10 records or 100 records, you don't need this work file. System can use the region space and do the sorting for us. If your input file have millions of record, guys, system need additional space to sort it perfectly. So we'll be allocating another work file here. So for any sorting, guys, you need two things, files and the fields. So files part you will be mentioning here like this. This is the job name, job as a syntax. Step 1, execute my program called the sync sort here. And in that sprint is required for any utility. Sysorts are optional, guys, but practice we write it like this. In here, the DD name, what you need is sort in, guys. OK, this is the required DD name, sort in DD DSN equal to your input file name. Mention the input file name. This is equal to share. Sort WK01, sort WK02 like this. You can have multiple work files, guys, up to 99. In here, you will be mentioning only the space, guys. DD statement with only the space allocation. If you want, you can mention the location as well, guys. In which volume you want to allocate also you can mention. No need to give disposition, no need to give the DSN as well, guys. No DSN parameter, no disposition here. What is the default disposition, guys? Anyone? What is the default disposition system will consider? New, delete, delete. I know your batch, guys, you will not answer. So I'll answer very first. The second thing that you will be telling about input and output here, the output file given as sort out DD DSN equal to your output file name, guys, your output file name with disp is equal to new file. So when it is new, you'll be mentioning the space, you'll be mentioning the location and everything as required. So 3 DD names, guys, sort in, sort out and sort WK files. Followed by sysin DD star, guys, sysin DD star, where you need to mention the field of sort, guys, field to sort here, which field you want to sort. Now the standard syntax, guys, the standard syntax is sort fields is equal to include. They'll ask you this first question, Anil, what is the sort syntax is? So fields, starting position of the field, guys, whichever field you want to sort, that field position. You cannot use the variable name, guys. JCL doesn't know what is a variable is. JCL only sees the field by its position. So starting position of the field, length of the field here, format of the field and order, ascending or descending order like this. So this is called the first syntax, guys. The sort syntax here. It is explained in this particular way. Sort field is equal to starting position, length and format followed by order. As an example, guys, as an example, if I have a file with account number as X of 5, guys, and then there is an account to balance here. Let's say it is given as 9 of 5, something like this. Now, if I want to sort by account number, guys, I just want to sort my file by only account number. This is my first field, guys. This is my first field, and this is the second field in the file after the first one. So if I want to solve by account number, guys, which is given as X of 5, right? So the sort syntax will look like this. Sort field is equal to starting position as 1, length as 5, character format, ascending or descending order. All the alphanumeric, guys, which is X type here, will be given as CH, character format, character format. If I want to sort by account balance, guys, if I want to sort by account balance, which I have given as 9 of 5, this is the second field, guys. So it starts from position 6, length 5, character format, ascending or descending order. If you have a numeric, guys, if it is 9 type, okay, if it is only 9 of some X or some of size here, it will be of character format. And if it is a numeric of decimal, guys, if it is a decimal of 9 of N or P, 9 of Q here, then we use it as ZD, zoned decimal, guys. This is called zoned decimal here. But I don't want you to remember this one only. I want to add some knowledge here. What if the account balance, guys, you know, in a numeric data, guys, will be stored. Most of them are comp and comp3, right? So if you have a field of 9 of 5 comp, guys, then you'll be defining it as the starting position as 6 only. But the length, guys, you know, from 5 to 10, 5 to 9 system will take only 4 bytes. Binary format, ascending or descending order, guys. So BI is for binary format. And in case if you have the data to be sorted, guys, account number or account balance, which is defined as S9 of 5 comp3, guys. If it is defined as comp3 here, then you'll be writing sort fields is equal to starting position 6, comp3 length, guys, 5 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 bytes. Packet decimal, ascending or descending order, guys. So PD is referred as the packet decimal. So formats, guys, there are 4 formats: character format, zone decimal format, binary, and packet decimal format here. So if you are sorting only by single field, this is the syntax, guys. But Anil, if I want to sort by account number and account balance as well, 2 field, Anil, I want to involve 2 fields in my sort syntax. Then you'll be repeating that syntax for 2 times, guys. First, you'll be sorting the account number, and then you can put the related 6th position starting character as 5, character format, ascending or descending order. So like this. This is for the account number sorting, guys. This is for account balance involved as well. First point of the sort, guys, the generic part of the sort. You can ask yourself, guys, Anil, why I'm sorting the data? One of the simple reason that you can tell in the intro at the time of matching logic, right? During the matching logic, guys, keeping the data in sorted is mandatory. For your lookup data, search all case, remember the search all, guys. Search all requires the data to be in sorted order. So you say that your data need to be sorted for that as well. Your reports, guys, when you're creating the reports, sorted data is the best way to show the customer what is the values are there. And also for duplicate checks, you know the duplicate find concept, right? You'll be checking the current record with the previous record. Then also you need this data to be sorted, guys. So sorting of the data is the most common step in any production job, guys. Sorting of the data is one of the common things that we do in every project job, and we'll always process the data faster. Even sorted data, for processing it will be faster, performance will increase, guys. So this is point 1 about my sort concept. Any questions? This is point 1 about sorting the data. Any questions? As usually expected, no questions from you. Second point, guys. Now let me add some knowledge to your training part. If not, guys, I could tell that sort concept is completed here only, but not realistically, guys. Sort concept is not even completed. In the project, guys, apart from sorting the data, we can do a lot of data filtering using this sort utility, guys. There are a lot of data filtering we can do using the sort utility. So second part I have here is the sort copy part, guys. Using IBGener, we can do copy. Using the sort also, I can do copy. That's what I told you in the previous class. Now, most preferred one is the sort copy, guys, over the IBGener. Most preferred is always the sort utility because it can help you to filter the data, guys. It can help you to filter the data. It can help you to sort copy only few records as well. IBGener has no such operations. It only do the full command, full copy, guys. So if I want to do the copy here within the syntax, guys, within the sysin dd star, this is one syntax, let's say 2.1 sysin dd star, you can mention sort fields is equal to copy. This is one simple syntax. We'll do the full copy, guys. This is for full copy. The second syntax what I have is 2.2, guys. In that sysin dd star, I can tell the system to do the copy as usually, but I can tell the system to skip the record, guys. Skip record equal to 1. Generally, we do this also, guys. Skip record equal to 1 is one of the common syntax in the project. This is to skip the header, guys. Generally, we write is to skip the header records. Sometimes what happens, guys, the other applications, when they send the data to us, non-mainframe applications, when they send data to us, It will contain header record and the data record, guys. But our COBOL program doesn't need headers. Our COBOL program don't deal with the headers. It only deal with the data records, right? So before we start processing the data to the COBOL program, we'll add a pre-step, a one step before, and say that remove that header record from the file and then pass it to the next one. So we can use like this, skip rec equal to 1 and then pass the records. If you want, you can do a stop after as well. Not many examples are there for stop after, guys. So this is a good example for removing the header record, but the other thing that I'm writing here has no example properly, guys. Sort fields is equal to, you can write stop after some 100 records, stop after some 1000 records or 100 records like this. You can only do the copy till 1000 records. You can only copy till the 1000 records only, like that. But not a good example. There is no good example here. But if you are in a situation to copy first 1000 records or second 1000 records like that, if you are in a situation, then you can use the combinations as well. Skip first 1000 records, stop after next 1000 records, like that you can mention. You want to do full copy? Yes, you can try this one as well. This is our favorite. We'll do this one for many times, taking the backups here. We can do that. Taking the data from tape file to the personal file here. Copying the production data to the personal file as well. Like this, you can backup when, guys, when I say backup, it's not about personal here. Production file to production only, guys, maybe GDG involved there. So copying of the data is another common thing. Again, I'm telling you guys, I'm also telling you why you're sorting the data, why you're doing copying as well. Follow my words, guys. When you're refreshing your knowledge, when you're refreshing the knowledge in your intro purpose or your any project point, don't see only notepad, guys. Your recording is more important because there are a lot of words I use which I don't type it. OK, and even though when I type it, I'll explain them in the words. So you need the video, guys, along with the notes later. OK, so this is about sort copy, guys. This is about sort copy here. There's a third point here. There is a third point regarding the duplicates, guys. There is a third point regarding the duplicates. Now we know using COBOL program, we can find the duplicates, guys. Using the COBOL program also, we can write like this. If card number is equal to card number hold, bless card number hold, then it is a duplicate. We know this part. We can do it in the COBOL. Similar point, we can do it in the JCL as well. So 3.1, guys, okay, regarding 3.1 here, you can write like this. This in DD star sort field, which field you want to look for duplicate. So I want to look for my current account number, something like that, ascending order. And you will be mentioning like this, some fields is equal to, some fields is equal to none. Some fields is equal to none. So this one, guys, will help you to remove the duplicates. This particular syntax will help you to remove the duplicates, guys. But in interview, they'll ask you the second question, guys, to catch the duplicates as well. Removing the duplicates is one point. Catching the duplicates is the second point, guys. So here what you do is in the file listing, along with your sort file, along with your sort in, along with your sort output file here, along with the work file if required, you'll be adding one more file called sort xsum, guys. Sort xsum file. This is to catch the duplicate records, guys. This is to catch the duplicate records. Now, again, let me help you, guys. Example point. So this is the card file, guys. This is the card number here, and this is the some card due or balance, guys. Something, okay? It's card transaction amount, something. So you have card number like this, guys. You have a card number like this. You have a card number like this, which is a duplicate here. There's a card number 3 as well. So this is some 1000. This is some 2000, guys. This is some 3000 here. This is another 1000 here. Now, when I did this, some fields is equal to none, guys. What the system will do is it will only keep the first occurrence. Actual point, guys. It will keep the first occurrence, whatever you say, the first occurrence in the output file, guys, in the output file, and ignore the later occurrence. Ignores the later occurrence, guys. That's what it does here. In this case, the output, guys, the output file will be showing you the card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3 also, guys. So card number 1 with the 1000, card number 2 with 2000, and card number 3 with 1000 as well, guys. So it will not exactly understand what is the duplicate, guys. It simply removes whatever the second and third occurrence are there. It will just remove whenever there is a second and third occurrence are there, that will be removed. Only the one which is the first occurrence, that will be your output file. In the second scenario, guys, when you are telling the system to cache the duplicates here, your intention is to tell the system like this: sort fields is equal to 1, character format ascending or descending order. Sum fields is equal to none with xsum. You're going to add a file syntax with xsum here. In this case, what happens is, as per the output in your output file, guys, you'll be getting the first occurrence only. And in the xsum file, guys, in your xsum file that you have mentioned in the JCL, you'll be getting the second or third, or all the later occurrence will be here. All the later occurrence will be here. That's what we call sum fields is equal to none and sum field is equal to xsum as such. But realistically speaking, guys, okay, genuine common sense of points. Let's see that common sense of point, guys. When I want to remove the duplicates, when I want to deal with the topic of duplicate, guys, why do I use a word called sum? Common sense point, guys, common sense point here. If I want to do some addition, then I'll use the word sum. If I want to do some summarizing, guys, then I'll use the word sum. If I want to remove duplicates, why do I use a word sum here? The point is, these two syntax are created syntax, guys, created concepts. The actual concept is the summarizing concept, guys. Data summary, guys, summary fields here. So the reality of the syntax is, guys, 3.3 is the real syntax. This is to summarize the data, guys, summarize the numeric values. What is that, Anil? I did not understand. See the example here. You'll be writing sort sysn dd star sort fields is equal to sort fields is equal to 1 character format length and character format ascending or descending order. You are taking about the card number, guys. You are talking about the card number, and I want to summarize those card numbers. I want to catch total. I want to summarize, that is total, guys. Make a total of all the amounts. So what I'll do actually is, this is the right syntax. Sum fields is equal to 6th position. I'm talking about this field, guys. I'm talking about the field 6th position, 4 character format like this. If it is a binary, put it as binary. When you do this one, guys, the actual output that you will be getting is card number 1, which is having total of 1000. Card number 2, guys, card number 2 here, which has been summarized with 2 times with total value of 5000 here. Card number 3, guys, which has been summarized here for 2000 as such, or 3000, I guess. Here, 1000 plus 2000 like this. So this is the actual standard syntax what we use in the project. This is the topic what was created for, but as you know, project always develops something new. Project always come up with something new points, right? So in the project, some developer, some good developer, he has used this concept to remove the duplicate, telling that don't sum anything, just give me the output of the first occurrence. And he told that there's another variation as well that you can write to get the other occurrence as such. But the real syntax is this one, guys. The real syntax is this one. To summarize the data of a numeric field, you can do like this. Got it? This is the third variation, guys. I'm telling you what all the variations I'm aware of. There might be some other tons of variations. You can do it in the sort concept. So the first one is to sort the field, guys. You can sort one field or two fields. You can sort by using the basic syntax. This is point 1. Second syntax is to copy. Third syntax is to do the data summarizing and even remove the duplicates as well. Fourth one, guys, is more interesting. This is column shuffle, guys. Column shuffles here. Now, you know, many times, guys, I told you in our COBOL training that your input file layout, okay, you may have an input file layout with 10 variables or 10 fields, guys. The output file need not to be always the 10 as it is. Sometimes they may need the 10 fields as it is. This is one option. Sometimes they want the column to shuffle, guys. Maybe the third field to be as the first field, second field to go to the last like this. Shuffle and keep the same 10 fields as it is also. I want the same fields, but it in a different order. Or I may have only 5 fields required. The output file. I don't need all the fields. I'm creating a report for a particular fields only. I don't want all the fields. Or maybe I want 11 fields. I want to add another field of data. Maybe I want to add a date in the field. Maybe I want to add an indicator. Maybe I want to add a delimiter comma. I want to separate my fields with a comma. Like that, field shuffling part can be done by using two options. They have provided sort plus two options have given. One of the option is the indirect option here. And the second one is the outright, guys. Now we use morely about the outright part, Using indirect, we can shuffle the columns, guys. You can shuffle, add or remove the fields as well. But this will opt on the input file. This will affect on the input field, guys. So we don't do this one. We don't do this. Don't do this. This is not the good way to do that. What we do is after the sorting is completed, okay, after the sorting is completed, we will shuffle the output file, guys. We'll shuffle or remove the field or even add a field, guys, to the output file. Okay, effect on the output file, guys. Input file, we don't affect it because we will get confused ourselves. Once all the operation, once the sorting and everything is completed, guys, then we'll do the shuffling part. And this we do it, guys. We do it here. So you have one syntax for indirect, one syntax for outright, guys. So the sysn dd star will look like this. Sysn dd star, you have sort fields is equal to which field you want to sort, that you can mention here. And then you write like this, outright field is equal to which fields you want. So what all the fields you want to put it in the output file, that you can mention one by one here. If you don't mention outright, guys, by default, everything will come. This is by default. Okay, I'll write it here. This is by default. You don't need to mention any indirect or outright syntax. By default, system will copy all the fields to your output file, guys. By default, system will copy all the fields to your output file. So simply you can mention it as outright equal to, sort part itself. But Anil, I want to shuffle it. Anil, I want to shuffle all my 10 fields. So in here, you need to follow the syntax as x is to y comma z syntax for each field. Okay, for each field, you'll be mentioning the x, which is representing the output file position, guys. Okay, output file position. At what position you want to place a new field. Whereas y and z, guys, y is the input field position, starting position from where you want to take from the input file. And what is the length of that field from the input file as such. So for every field, you can mention x is to y comma z, mentioning the input output position followed by the input field. This is the position of output file. This is the field, guys. This is the field from the input file here. Now, as an example, guys, okay, this is the syntax here for one of the syntax. Let's say this is 4.1, guys. Okay, this is 4.1. To shuffle the columns and only select the fields here. But for these cases, you can use this 4.1 case. In this example, let's say you have the account number, guys, as the 1 comma 5 here. This is the first position. And then you have the account balance, guys. Let's say from 6th position, 10 characters. From 6th position, another 5 characters. And then I have the customer name, guys, which is at the 11th position here. So this is 5, 5, 10 position, 11th position, some 10 characters are there. So this is the position, guys, and the length over here. If I want the output, guys, okay, I want the output with only account number. I want the output with only the account number, guys. Then I'll be writing my outright field syntax, guys, outright field syntax as Starting position as 1. That's my X, guys. That's my X here. And I want account number. So 1, 5. That's it. Anil, I want only the account number and the customer name. I want account number and the customer name, guys. So outright fields is equal to starting position will be 1, 1, 5. That is my account number, guys. This is my account number here as a comment, account number. And the next field what I want to give is the customer name, guys. So customer name will be my second position here, 6. So this is 5 completed, right? So 6th position, guys, 6th position, what I want is starting position of the input field, starting position of the input field and the length, guys, and the length is 10 bytes as such. So like this. So this is for customer name. Like that, you can shuffle, you can remove, you can rearrange your columns as such. You can do all these things, guys. Any questions? Any questions in this outright, guys? This is very popular, guys. Outright syntax is very popular in your project. When you're creating the final outputs, guys, when you're creating the final outputs, this is the best syntax that we use to put a lot of characters, lot of values, guys. So outright field, any questions? Okay. Now in the 4.2, guys, in 4.2 is we can add some characters, guys, add the hard coded data, add the hard coded data, guys. Now it might be a date example. You might want to add a date to the field here, or you want to add a delimiter. Now delimiter is a very good example, guys. You have a file with account number, guys, account number, customer name and balance. Now you want to create as a report, you want to send it in an Excel sheet to the customer, right? So what you want to do is you want to add a delimiter like this between the fields, the comma. I want to add the comma, guys, as the delimiter. As the delimiter here, I want to add the comma into that. Or any date, any character, any date, anything that you want to add, guys, you can add it by using this particular technique, guys, by using the outright concept. You can do this always, guys. Not only comma, guys, sometimes we'll use the pipe symbols like this. Sometimes comma instead of comma, guys, one of the good example I'll tell you here. One of the issue what we faced in one of the project is the earlier report was they have separated by the comma, guys. Earlier, they have created a comma separated file and that was used in the project. But in the data, guys, one time what happened, sometimes what happened is when we are dealing with the address, guys, address was also having the comma inside and the columns were shuffling out. We want the comma separated, guys, but the address also have the comma, right? This comma should be ignored. So this comma is no longer considered as a delimiter, guys. The best delimiter to use in any file is this pipe symbols, guys. The best delimiter to use in your project is these pipe symbols. These are not so common in any character. So using this, guys, you can do the delimiters. But if you want to do that, Anil, how I should add another character? Sys dd star, you will be mentioning your sort syntax, guys. Sort fields is equal to all the positions you give. Outright fields is equal to, you can give one field, let's say after account number, right? So starting position 1, starting position 1, length comma 1, 5. So this is for account number, guys. This is for account number here. After account number, I want to add a delimiter. So what I'll do here is at the 6th position, I'll add a character of pipe symbol like this. Now this is a delimiter here. And from the 7th position, I'll take the second field, the account balance 6, 5, account file 6, 5 here, and then add another symbol at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th position, guys, 12th position. I'll add a character of the pipe symbol like this. So now if you see my output, guys, you'll be getting the account number, a pipe symbol and some account to balance like this, a pipe symbol, guys, a balance like this. So you can add any other characters, an indicator, yes or no indicators you can add, or if you want any kind of dates, system date to come also, you can add it over here. You need that scheduler tool to do that. So like this, You can add extra fields, guys. You can add extra fields, also add some hard coded data, guys. Very interesting with the sort JCL, guys. This is not the over story. There are few more things that I can do with this sort, guys. One of my colleague, guys, is more expert on this sort concept. He can write a lot of conditions, lot of when conditions as well to deal with them, lot of overlays, lot of conversions. Lot can be done in the sort utility, guys, but we cannot go through all of them because not many are common. I'm explaining you, I'm highlighting you what all things are very common in the project, guys. In the project, what all are very common, I'm writing here. Apart from this, guys, there is one more thing that we use very commonly is the data filtering, guys. We have conditional data filtering, not just filtering here, conditional data filtering, guys. In conditional data filtering here, we have the include condition and omit condition, guys. Very popular as well, very popular as well. So this is used for filtering your data and it's very simple. You'll mention the condition, guys, like 1,5 character format greater than or equal symbol, what you want to compare with. So you'll be getting the output, what all the records are matching, guys. Records are matching with the condition here. What all the records are matching with the condition given, guys. Same thing here in this case, opposite, guys. In this case, opposite here, not equal to character format. I can number here something like this. If I write like this, output, guys, will be the opposite. OK, you'll be getting the records that are not matching, not matching with the conditions, not matching with the condition, guys. So this is 5.1 here. 5.1. In this, you can write include condition or omit condition. Don't write both, guys. They won't work in together. Either you can write include condition or omit condition only. The other one, what we have in 5.2, guys, I don't remember the proper syntax, but it is an outfile concept. An outfile concept, guys. In here, you can provide one input file, guys. OK, you can provide this sort in here. You can provide the sort in as one input file here with this is equal to share. And you can create multiple output file, guys. Sort out file 1, something like this. Sort out file 2, like this. You can write multiple output files. In the sysdd star, you'll be mentioning the out file. File 2, something like this. Don't remember the syntax, guys. Don't remember the syntax where you can mention the condition, The syntax is not correct. I'm sure the syntax is not correct. I have multiple syntax in my mind, so I'm not able to correct it. But this syntax you can verify in Google and correct it, guys, where you can mention what conditions. OK, you can do like this. I want all the savings record into this file and all the current record into this file. Like this, you can write out file syntax to get multiple output files, guys. Multiple output files also you can get as output. Here you can sort for conditions that are matching. Here you can get the records that are not matching, guys. But apart from these two, there is another fellow where you can do one input file with multiple output files. This one for two, some syntax is there. That's why we call out file syntax. So that one will help you to give the conditions. Based on the condition, those records will be output for you, guys. This is also very famous. The first one is very highly used, omit and include part. This is little bit rarely used, but still part of the knowledge required. Apart from this, guys, one other final syntax that I can tell you, guys, is the joint keys, guys, joint key concept. Very much common in the project, guys, very much common in the project. When you are dealing with the two file concepts, guys, when you are dealing with the joint concepts, we generally do joins in the tables, guys, but we can do the joins of the file. For this, you need two files here. We need two files having a column as common, guys. We're having some common columns as well. If there is no common column, we cannot do the joins. Basically, what we are doing is we are combining the columns, guys, combine the fields of file 1 and file 2, fields of file 1 and file 2 here. It's like matching logic only, but it's not the logic, guys. At matching logic, we do the data processing, guys. We do the data processing as well. In here, I don't want to do data processing. I just want to combine two files, guys. I want to combine two files. You may have field 1, field 2, field 3 in file 1. And I have some field file 2 here in file 2. I have some field 1 which is common, and I have field 4 and 5 here. Now in the output file, guys, sometimes I want one of the case only file 1 here, which means field 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I want only the file 2 here, matching rows with file 1 with 4 and 5 as well. Sometimes I want both the file, guys, file 1 plus file 2 data fields as well. That means file 1, file 2, field 3, field 4 and field 5 as well. Okay, like this. I can want combinations here. But basically, when you're involving two files to go for join, guys, there are two types. Inner join is there, which is by default here. This is by default. You don't need to mention any key field here. In this inner join, guys, all the matching rows records will be your output, guys. All the matching records will be your output. That we know. Field selections can be done. Okay, you want all the files of files 1, all the fields of file 2, or combination of the fields that you can select later by using the reformat syntax. You can check it. The outer join, guys, the second one what we have is the outer join. Basically, this is either you can do only the left outer join, which means only file 1, guys, only file 1, or you want to do the right outer join, which means only the file 2 data, or you want to do the full outer join as well. You want to do full outer join, then in this case, both file 1 and file 2 data will be also given to you, full outer joins. Now, either case, whatever the reason is, if you want to do the join, guys, okay, the syntax of sysin dd star, if you want to do the joins, the syntax of sysin dd star, guys, requires you need 4 lines, guys. You need basically 4 lines. 3 lines is enough, but 4 lines are required. One of the line will be your sort syntax. User, you can write sort fields is equal to copy, or you can mention the sort field full syntax as well. Okay. Sort fields is equal to copy also you can mention here. This is point 1 that you will be mentioning, guys. Second point is the keys. What is the key field of your file 1 and file 2? For that, what you will write the join key syntax. For file F1, what is the key? What is the field of common field here? So this is maybe account number, something like this here. And for the same, you'll be writing as it is the join key syntax with the file F2. And what field is the common matching field here? You need to mention what is that matching fields, guys. It may be in the same position. It may be for differently positioned in different place. Doesn't matter, guys. We need the common field, right? That common column, the common field which is there, at what position it is there, that you need to mention in the join key part. Third part is optional, guys. The third point is join unpaid. Syntax is also here. This is optional if you don't mention, guys. If it is not given, guys, this particular join word is not given, then it is inner join by default. But if you have mentioned it, if you have mentioned the join syntax with a word called unpaid, unpaid is representing that you are doing an outer join, guys. You are doing an outer join here. When you are doing the outer join, you need to tell which file output you want, left outer join or right outer join, that you can mention here. So in this example, if you mention unpaid as F1, guys, that means you get only the data of file 1 only. So if you mention like this unpaid of F1 here, then you'll be getting data of only from the file 1 only. If you are doing the outer join, guys, if you are mentioning F2 there, you'll be getting only the file 2 data. If you are mentioning unpaid and you're not mentioning file 1 or file 2, guys, by default, you are telling the system to get all the files data there. So this variations can be there. Most probably you'll be using only the file 1 left outer join, guys. Most of the case, you'll be either using the left outer join or the inner join only. These two are very much there, but we don't use at all. Either cases, the fourth and final syntax that you need to mention, guys, is a word called reformat. Reformat is to tell that what fields you want from this particular files. So if you mention file 1, from where to where you want. So from one particular position to 10 characters I need from file 1. And then I want the file 2 here from 1 character to another 10 like this. So first 10 field characters of file 1 plus second 10 first fields of your file 2 will be added. Or else you can write only like this, reformat. Reformat is the columns that you are choosing, guys. When you're joining the column. So which columns you want to put together, you can mention like this 1 to 100. So only the file 100 characters will be your output file. Reformat, you can write lot of reformat syntaxes. Like you can mention only the file 2 here. You can mention only the file 2. So 1 to 100 characters of only file 2. You can do combinations as well. Okay, first field file 1, second field file 2, third field file 1 like that. You can put it as a reformatting which field you want in an order. Which files, first field, which file, second field like that. Based on the field you need to mention over here. So you need basically 3 syntaxes. One, the sort syntax is required. What are your key fields? And what you want to do with that 2 files. Do you want to go for inner join or you want to go for an outer join? If you don't mention anything, by default it is inner join. But when I'm joining, guys, the output, what is the output you want? My output I want is in reformat syntax, guys. I want the reformat. In the reformat, I'll tell what fields are required as my output, guys. So this is about the joins. So I'm telling you 6, guys. In the 6, I have given 1 or 2 options here and there. So I might have given you some 10 variations. If I say this sort concept, you need to by heart it, guys. Every project JCL, guys, will be using the sort technique. More commonly, it will be doing sorting. At most commonly, it will do copy as well. In the similar, they will be doing the duplicate removal, include and omit conditions, in-rec and out-rec with sort. What all the 6 operations, what I told you here in this notepad, guys, is what highly used in every single project.